The video for April 24th, 2017 is entitled Questioning God. Many thoughts went through my mind again this morning prior to coming to the computer. As always, I laid in bed in a state of prayer and meditation. Yes, I was aware of my own ambivalence. That has been my predominant state of mind these days as I wonder what I should do with the rest of my life, however long I may still be embodied on this planet. I remember times past when I felt I knew what was going to happen. These days, I simply don't have that confidence. Yet I am still here, still waiting for what I thought were absolute promises to be fulfilled. Some say we should not question God. There was even a television program from earlier in my life that was called Father Knows Best. Our Father, which art in heaven, no longer fills the bill for me. I want a kingdom of heaven to manifest on earth. I do not expect to sit idly by, just waiting. I want to be active, a participant in fulfilling the promises mankind has awaited for many generations. Are we in the time of fulfillment now? Before I even turned the camera on and began the recording, I looked up the questioning God concept and found, of course, right away, Psalm 13, which is a Psalm of David, in which he writes, "How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me?" These are questions that many of us have asked throughout our lives. I'm sure many of you can resonate with what David supposedly wrote 3,000 years ago or so. And that cry of questioning God, how long, why, what are you going to do, what's it all about? These questions keep coming again and again and again. There are people who seem to dwell in blind faith and they don't ever want to question God. They think it's a horrible thing to question God. It shows a complete lack of faith and trust, and we just shouldn't go there. And these same people are people that build walls around themselves and do not have an attempt or make an attempt to build bridges, as I have done throughout my life, to those with different belief systems, different upbringings, different circumstances that are surrounding them. I mean, I can't even imagine living in a place on this planet where war has been raging, like as in the Middle East especially, for so long. I mean, this is the Middle East is supposedly where three major religions were born. Religions that supposedly came from our Creator, from God. And yet, even among those religions, there is great strife and not peace on earth. There's no unanimity. There's a great divergence and even an unwillingness to listen to those that are in one of the other camps, even those three camps, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, that had their birth in that part of the world. What are we going to do? I mean, this is called Asia Minor. It sits on the edges of Africa, of course, Asia, and Europe. Three continents that come together around the Mediterranean Sea, especially the Eastern Mediterranean Sea. And This is called the promised land. But is it? I look for a promised land that's in me. I look for a promised land that is wherever I go, or wherever even my thoughts can go. A land that has tangibility, that has substance, that I can experience directly, and not be waiting for some pie in the sky in the great by and by, not be looking for some kingdom that's in a different world somewhere else. What about this world? Oh God, have you forsaken this world? Have you turned your back on this planet? Have you allowed, and will you continue to allow, evil to predominate? Evil people that do not have vision, that live in constant fear, but yet pretend to be controllers. I mean, they do not want us regular folk to know what's going on in the world. Everything has to be hush-hush and kept secret and behind closed doors, and plans are made. And that's not the secret place of the Most High. As I see it, that would be the secret place of the Most Low, which is the Luciferian aspect or the dark aspect. Anyway, Father, I ask, as the psalmist did, how long? How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? I want my life, even at 70 years old, to be going somewhere, to have meaning. That's why I fought so hard to survive when I almost died a couple of years back. I wanted to live, and I do live. I am alive. I pulled through, and my strength is returning, and I want the rest of my life to be committed and useful to bringing about positive changes that will lift humanity to a state of being, and not just a state of being, but an actual experience of being fulfilled, of being meaningful, of having a purpose, that we're building something beautiful for one another, that we're restoring the earth to its pristine beauty, and yet with modern, that we can't even conceive of the modern conveniences that are available because they've been hidden from us by the controllers. Technologies and inventions that have been subverted and not lifted up on a pedestal where we can all take advantage of them. We've had free energy for over 100 years in our scientific discoveries, in Tesla, of course. We've had these things, and others have come along, and what has happened to them? They've been pushed down and shut up, and in many cases just killed, just outright slaughtered by evil beings that still seem to be allowed to get away with murder and lying and corruption that goes so deep. I mean, where is justice? Yes, I'm questioning God. I want to see peace on earth. I want to see love exalted, where we can truly love our neighbor. And who is our neighbor? Everybody, not just those that agree with us. Everybody is our neighbor, even those that seem demon-possessed, even those that seem to be so dark. They are our neighbor too. And I'd like healing for all of us. What's it going to take, God? What's it going to take? That's my question. And I'm asking you, Creator, to work in your creation through us, to continue to awaken us and to help us to restore a semblance of sanity in a world that seems to have gone absolutely insane. Anyway, folks, I ask you to ponder the same things. Thank you for listening. Namaste.